How's it going, everybody? I feel like I have to address this really quickly. Yes, ROM hack videos are coming back. I'm sorry for holding off on you guys for so long. It's been a crazy month with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee coming out. I've had a crazy past week. I've had ups and downs with sickness. Then the community weekend came on, and I don't know, man. My body's exhausted. I just need a little bit of a rest. But I figured today it would be fun to kind of react. It's not really reacting, it's more just throwing out it's a response video, kind of, to one YouTuber in particular and the community. So basically, you already see the title of this video. We're going to be talking about the future of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So just to kind of catch you up to speed, the Hybrid Hero, the other day, this isn't any hate against him, or like Hybrid Hero, he's a good YouTuber. If you're looking for other Pokemon YouTubers to follow, Hybrid Hero is a really good one. I'll leave a link to his video and his channel in the description. He made a video talking about all the potential sequels of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee and what the starters could be, because, you know, one of the main focuses of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, or the only reason you chose the version is because, like, oh, which version do I want? Do I want Pikachu or do I want Eevee, you know? And basically, for those that didn't know, Junichi Masuda, the game director of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, said if Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee do sell well, they will, in fact, make a sequel. Now, I don't know if they exactly specifically said, yes, 100% a sequel in Johto. They might not do a Johto sequel. They might just do a Sinnoh sequel. They might just jump straight to Sinnoh. They might just do Kanto again. I'm sure you guys would love that, right? Anyways, I'm going to briefly read Eurogamer interview. Sure, and does it suggest you have another Let's Go game style set in Johto? And he's like, so, you know, maybe, if everyone enjoys playing these games, but, you know, more than that, blah, blah, blah. He said, yeah, Johto, maybe, if people enjoy these games. And for me personally, I think Let's Go sold, was it 3 million in the first week? I think it was that, which for Pokemon isn't that high, but, it is high, but, like, it's not as high as other games. Like, I think X and Y sold better, and X and Y was the first 3DS game. But you also have to consider they sold it with one of these, which is like the price of a game. So let's say like 25% of the people bought this as well. That's another million sale, well, 750,000 onto that, let's say. Let's say you also have to keep in mind it's on a more expensive console, and it is a more expensive game because of that fact. So even though Let's Go didn't sell as highly as other Pokemon games may have, I still think it sold well enough and will continue to sell well enough to where they might actually make another Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee game. And basically the point of this video is Hybrid Hero, in his video, if you want to go watch it first, feel free, but in his video he basically talks about the possible starter Pokemon that you could have with Let's Go Pikachu and the Johto games. And and it's not even just him. People have come over to my Twitch chat and spoke to me about it, like, oh, you know, what do you think the mascots for the Johto games are going to be? And we may be getting a bit too ahead of ourselves, but like, basically, I wanted to just throw my hat out there, or my opinion out there. I don't know why I said hat. I want to throw my opinion out there, and basically just say that I don't think they're gonna follow the format to the T. So throughout Hybrid Hero's video, he talks about how, you know, they might just, for each single game, you know, for the Hoenn games, the Sinnoh games, they'll choose a Pikachu clone plus a single stage normal type, or, you know, or like a normal type that only has one evolution. Personally, I don't think it's that simple. Personally, I think for, okay, you have to remember, in Kanto, the legendary Pokemon in Kanto work differently than every other region. So in Kanto, there's the trio, there's Mewtwo, and there's Mew. Those are all the legendaries. Mewtwo and Mew, you know, they have their own thing going on. Mewtwo you do in the aftergame. Mew is always some special event. The legendary birds you can do before the Victory Road. Or before, yeah, you actually can do them before the Victory Road. Whereas in Johto, the main appeal when you get gold and silver is the legendary. So when you bought red and blue, the only differences were the actual version exclusive Pokemon. But when you buy gold and silver, the legendary Pokemon changes. And my main point here is that perhaps, rather than just being let's go Togepi and let's go Marill, or, you know, making it so the partner Pokemon are super strict and exclusive, maybe they'll just do let's go gold and let's go silver, and they'll make it so the legendary Pokemon is like the main reason you're buying a different version, like in classic Pokemon games. And maybe they will also, maybe they'll make it so you can choose from the original 3 Johto starters. Maybe they'll make it so one version of the game gets to choose between a few starters, and a version of the other game gets to choose between another few. Like one game gets to choose between Elekid and, you know, Togepi, Marill, and the other game gets to choose Magby. I don't know, those are just like ideas off the top of my head. Basically, from my point of view, the Pokemon Company has never been a company I mean, it does follow, I guess, themes and patterns to an extent, but they do it with a curveball. They don't ever do it to the T. Y'all remember Black and White? Oh yeah, Pokemon Grey's coming next. Black and White too. Pokemon X and Y? Ah yeah, Pokemon Z's coming next. No. It didn't. Like, Sun and Moon? Oh, what's coming after Sun and Moon? Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Everybody thought it was going to be Pokemon Stars. And, you know, those ones, like, that example in particular isn't, I guess, that big of a curveball, because those games could have definitely just been Pokemon Stars. Like, they could have literally done Pokemon Stars as a Platinum rather than doing 2 versions, but they got a little greedy. Anyways, the whole point is, Pokemon Company throw curveballs a lot. They aren't super... They're not super predictable like that. So as I do appreciate the speculation, I want you guys to think out of the box a bit more. I think a lot of people are just being too restrictive when it comes to their thoughts and their theories. Now, you know, I've only ever heard a few people talk about, like, Johto, how they think it'll be Marill and Togepi. I think Marill is definitely plausible. I could, you know, you have to think about it from, like, the buddy Pokemon. When you're playing with Pikachu and Eevee, it's really, really cute. Can you see yourself grooming a Togepi? Like, Togepi sitting on your shoulder, you stroking, like, is that realistic? I mean, Togepi is a very popular Pokemon. But would it, you know, you also have to remember it has to be, like, cool and also cute, so it appeals to both boys and girls. I think Marill's definitely a good fit for that, and Marill's also quite relevant because Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Lyra, or I think it's, can't remember the male character's name now, but in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the whatever your rival or your friendly rival, the opposite gender of what you chose, they have a Marill in their tutorial that they do. You know what I'm talking about, surely. So that has significance. Togepi, like, Togepi is an immensely popular Pokemon. And maybe if they do Let's Go Johto, they will maybe do another thing he suggested was that since Johto introduced the egg mechanic, that maybe, you know, that'll be a big part of the game, hatching eggs and stuff. And I think that would be very, you know, that'd be very plausible. Maybe if they do Let's Go Hoenn, they will introduce the weather and the double battles and I think, did Johto have weather? I don't know. Anyways, another idea I had for Johto is that perhaps you get your starter from hatching it from an egg. You know, the starter thing is a bit tough though, because like Elekid and Magby are like the only Elekid, Magby, Togepi, Igglybuff. You know, they're like the only ones that are maybe feasible because, you know, okay, Cleffa, is Cleffa Gen 2? I think Cleffa's Gen 2, and it's Happiny that's Gen 4. Yeah, like those are feasible. You know, but they could actually add Bonsly, and they could add Bonsly, and I know Bonsly's a Gen 4 Pokemon, but they could easily just do it. You know, like they don't have to. Like they added Alolan Pokemon, which I know they're based off Gen 1 Pokemon, but sorry, this video is super rambly. I'm just getting all my thoughts out there. But yeah, they could make it so you hatch your starter. I was just gonna say Smoochum is a really controversial Pokemon, or well, Jinx is. So I don't imagine they would let you hatch a Smoochum and have that as your partner. But, you know, I still think for Johto, those ideas I came up with are I wouldn't say more likely, but like I think since you have to take into consideration after Kanto, the legendary Pokemon are basically what define version exclusives. And you know what? Maybe in Let's Go, maybe they won't bother too much with the legendary Pokemon and promoting them as the reason to buy each specific version. You know, maybe they will just do Togepi and Marill, but I figured I would throw that idea of it out of there. I also want to say, you know, Pokemon Ranger kind of gave me the idea for that, because in Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, you can have multiple different partner Pokemon. Maybe they could do that for Johto. Maybe for Johto, maybe the Pokemon, you know how in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, you know how the Eevee sits on your head, Pikachu sits on your shoulder? Maybe they won't do that. Maybe they'll just make it so the Johto version, the Pokemon just follows behind you. You know? Maybe they won't bother with having your partner Pokemon be super buddy with you as much as, you know, especially if you can swap them out so often. You know, having a Togepi on your shoulder, I mean, I guess maybe they could have it as, you know, carrying Togepi like Misty does in the anime. Could maybe do that. I don't know. I just figured I wanted to make this video, kind of just putting my thoughts out there, picking everybody's brains, you know. Get talking about this. This is something I'm really excited about. I loved Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, so I would love for them to make a Johto one, because I'd love to see Johto in that fantastic art style. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think the mascots would be? Do you like? I just wanted, because like throughout his video, it was a good video, but he was super like, you know, straightforward with like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be, you know, they're probably gonna choose these because this is the same thing that they did in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Pokemon, they do follow patterns, but they don't follow it to the T. They always mix things up. So, I'll check out the video Hybrid Hero makes. I'll leave a link to the leave a link to it in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of your hair. I will be streaming tonight on Twitch, so make sure you're following me there. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.